Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, we're doing part 2 of the Snow Much Fun card kit from My Little Scrapbook Store. I will have links to all of their pages and websites. You can also get the app on any of your smartphones, whether it's Google or the Apple Store. So take a look at that as well. So we're going on to card number 2. We're going to be doing 3 cards in this video. And what I love about these cards is they're really simple to make. She has everything laid out so you know which piece you're grabbing. And this one, yeah, that fits perfect. And then the next piece is going to be this plaid. And then the next piece is the cut apart. All right, and then on the paper, you can see the P's. That's where she wants you to use some foam if you want to pop it up, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of that as well. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and get this taped up. And what I was pointing to you there is like with this one being so simple, you could do your round your corners. You could do different corner edges if you want to give it a little bit of a spiced up look. And I'm going to wind up doing that on one of these just to show you what I mean. But on this one, I'm keeping it just as simple as it is on the die cut. The diagram. So I'm just attaching our cut apart right in the center of the plaid paper, and then we're going to use these foam squares. Now these are new ones I got from My Little Scrapbook Store, and what I like about these are cut a little bit wider so they take up more space, so you really don't need as many as if you were doing like smaller ones. So I'm just going to do 5, the 4, and then 1 in the center. And I always place it down to see how I like the feel of it. If it feels like it's going to be solid enough and not wonky. And it was. So now I'm taking the backs off, and we're going to put a little dollop of glue in each center, so that it gives us a little bit of time if we need to adjust, if I didn't put it right, for whatever the reason may be. All right, and there's your card. And that's card 2 done. I think a lot of these aren't going to take us very long. And I love how these turn out. I love the color palette. And yeah. So, okay, so now this one is fun. So this one is going to be our first acetate card. Now, initially, I am going to pause for a brief second because I'm trying to find my acetates. I know I had them with my white cardstock, and then when I grabbed it, I couldn't find them, and I paper clipped them together. So I should have been able to find them sooner than this, but that's what I'm currently searching for. I keep looking here. I'm like, no, I didn't put it with the stamp, with my foam. I'm like, I know it's here. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make y'all sit here and go through all this with me. And I'm going to pause and come back. So now I have my acetate sheet, and I'm just going to score at 4 1/4. Okay. And then I flip it over and I score again because the acetate is obviously a little bit thicker than just the cardstock. And then I fold over and I use my tool to make our crease. Okay. Now, the acetate, I will say it's pretty stiff, and I probably scored it like a mug too because I was trying to make it super crisp, but it works out. But I love this using the acetate for a card base. It's something I don't normally do, and with the snowflakes, I just think it's super cute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just kind of laying out how everything is placed on the cards. So with the instructions that we have on the right hand side, it helps you pick out the different elements because you can see it's in color, so you can see what color papers you're using. The only thing was the size. It took me a second. I was like, why isn't this fitting? I'm like, it seems like it's way bigger than it's supposed to be. Well, I was supposed to be using one of the smaller ones, not the one that fits the whole sheet. So you'll see me here. I'm like, oh, it's this one. It's the same size as the inside white piece. Like, duh. So that way when the card is closed, you can't see the paper on the inside. So if you're writing a message, it's covered. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and glue this down. And I used my art glitter glue to put these together. And I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't crazy obvious. But yeah, you can see some of the glue. Now on the pattern paper is not as clear, but on the back of the white, you can see it. Sorry if my recording had a little bit of a pause break there. I don't know what happened, but we're good. We're back. So we're just taping up. And again, I'm using my art glitter glue. I always use both. I can't help it. It may seem wasteful, or you don't need to use all that. And technically I don't. I could put it right down with just using the tape. Here's my thing. Over time, things do fall off. And I find if I use the combo with the wet glue and the tape, it has longer longevity. And that few seconds it gives me to be able to move things around if I put it on crooked is so worth it. And I haven't ran out of wet glue or tape yet, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So now I'm putting on our little penguins. They're so cute. And I'm covering them up just like they are on the cut apart. And then the other two elements, so you can see the dimension, the other two elements, the snowflake and the like a little asterisk, I'm going to put those down as pointed out in the sketch that Michelle gave us in our instructions. And there's the card finish. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. I like it. And if you wanted to hide the glue on the back, you could always put a piece of paper, another white piece, on the back of the card. It wouldn't hurt anything. It's up to you. If it bothers you, do it. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, and for the third one on today's video, this is the one that we're going to go a little rogue. So I hope Michelle doesn't mind. But we are figuring out our different pattern papers to go on the front. And then we're going to grab the snowflake. I think it's another one of the snowflakes. I got to go a little bit smaller. There we go, because it was more of the other one peeking out. And then we got to grab the sweater. The cozy. Fun and cozy. Let me see. Warm and cozy. There we go. All right. So I like those. We got it all out. And now we're going to grab our corner punch. So at first I was thinking, you know what? Let me just do the edges. Not the whole card. Just the top and the bottom on the edge. And here's when I find out I also scored this on the wrong line. So I'm going to correct it. Make it even. And put the wrong score line on the back. So when I did that, the card is measuring 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I don't know what I was thinking. And now I'm going to do the bottom two. And I'm using the 1/2 inch corner punch. And then I thought, well, I could do the square. And I'm like, no, let's just keep going. We're going to keep going with the corners. I put it down to pick it back up to do it again. And then I was going to do this one too. And on this one, I realized because of the way the cut apart worked, it was better to do all 4. So then I had to go back to the beginning and do all 4 corners of the card. And I liked it better. So now we can take the little bits and I'm gonna push them to the side for now, but on here we're gonna go ahead and tape down our main base and line it up, and it fit perfect when we did the corners. Oh my gosh, I was like, yeah. Now the next one, So you could imagine doing like the deco corner punch. They got so many different corner punches. I only have this one on my desk. I would have to look through my drawers to get my other ones, but you can really do a lot of different things if you wanted to. You have the makings of it all planned out for you, and then you can add any like if you want to do sequins or add gems or glitter or however you want to spruce it up, you can always do that. The best part is when you're done, you have 12 cards that at any given time you can send it out. And to me, I think they're cute whether it's winter or not winter, you know, because everybody wants to be warm and cozy. You know what I mean? Like, that's nothing better on a rainy day. Please. All right. So this is these are the 3 cards that we did today. I'm going to bring over the first one that we did when we did all the cutting and we put together our first card. Just give me a second. I'm putting the pin in my glue. So these are the 4 that we have done. We're going to be a total of 12 at the end. And like I said, that same thing that I did to the card on the left, you could do with the other card that we left straight with the rectangles. You could do those as well. And then I love the fact that we have the dimension of the doodle pops. So next week we'll have another 3 cards, and we'll continue to grow our little group here, which would make a wonderful gift set. And here are some close-ups of everything. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this. This is fun. It breaks up things, and I like finding new ways, new card kits that people who want to make cards and want to get into doing cards, this would be a great thing for you to try because everything's already laid out for you, and you can take this experience and use it for future cards. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you with our next video.